Good morning, Giants. Welcome to Wake Up with Giants TV. Have you ever wondered how Johnny Appleseed has anything to do with miracles? Me too. Good morning, Giants. Welcome to Wake Up with Giants TV. I'm Ryan Morris, and as always, I'm here with your host, Nicholas T. Smith, the man, the myth, and the legend, and the author of The Giants and the Smalls.
And other things.
Yeah, he's
Yeah, you can't say on air.
he's a couple of other things.
Yeah. How do you like them apples?
Mm. That's what I should have said. How do you like them apples?
Mm.
Oh my gosh. If you haven't subscribed on YouTube, go do that now. Hit the alert button on Wake Up with Giants TV so you know when we go live every single dang time.
Every
And
dang
then,
time.
yeah, we're in a lot of different platforms. So, yes, peeled. Is that your eyeballs are peeled or your
My
apples?
apples peeled. My eyeballs are like not peeled. They're shut.
Sleepy eyeballs
Holy
today.
cow.
Yeah, those are, you have those days.
Almost slept through the show. Almost slept through the show, eh? Yeah.
Hi, Jed.
Good morning. We got a little different banner style. I'm gonna switch that up. There we go. Apple
Oh.
trees rock. They do rock. But they don't
I still
they don't
don't
produce rock.
believe that you have bad days, Jed. You'll
Yeah.
never be able to convince me ever.
Sleepy Giants. That's all we're gonna do is read the comments and
Yeah,
talk about the Johnny
read.
Appleseed tour.
We'll read almost anything you put up on the screen.
Yeah. Like Anchorman.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Oh, nobody told him. Well, this
Talk to
this
me
all
about
sprang-
apple seeds and
Yeah.
apples and Johnny.
We had a conversation with a powerful woman named Lydia Nibley, and we were talking about how we could go about creating this as a movie, the Pixar movie. And she said, if it were me, what I would do is run down toward Pixar and hit up all the bars, cafes, everything that's down there and take books, plant the seed. And so I said, yeah, that actually sounds pretty rad. Why not do like a Johnny Appleseed tour? Like Johnny Appleseed went around and spread seeds everywhere. And then all of a sudden you have apple trees. And we didn't literally want to put apple trees at Pixar. So we decided to do a book.
But he did anyway.
Yeah.
Next spring they'll be
Next
surprised.
spring, come get your apples at Pixar. Did you say spry?
Next spring.
Yeah. My spry spring step will be ripe for the fruit. So we decided based on the posters. So the poster we created last year was January 27th, and the movie date was February 22nd. And the movie wasn't ready to launch this year on February 22nd. So we decided that we would do the Johnny Appleseed tour on February 22nd, 2022. What better date? 2/22/22. It is, a little bit hard to talk this morning. That's interesting.
And there was no better date.
There was no better date. That was the date.
Ever.
Yeah, not 10/22/22. Not that. I don't even know if that fits in.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, or 7/22/22.
That was the worst date.
Well, I thought Ryan would be able to come with me, but he couldn't come. He had to work. So one day that'll change. But I drove down with 7 cases of books and decided I was going to go into Pixar Studios and just walk it right in. I don't know if you've seen The Christmas Story where he's dreaming of the teacher giving him an A+++++ all the way around the room. I just thought I'd walk it in like that, and they'd be like, "Oh my God, this is the most glorious book ever. We got to make this a movie." And it was it. Yeah. I pull in, it's like Fort Knox going up to a prison gate. There's 15, 20-foot walls.
You stand a better chance of getting gold out of Fort Knox than Pixar.
it's funny. I pull up in my truck and I think I'm gonna round the corner and just drive right in. And so I have this vision of like glorious, like la, the lights shining, and then you just drive right in and trumpets are sounding and all this stuff. And I pull around the corner and it's all dun dun dun. It's the big guard gate. And I pull up to it and I say, "Hey, I'm supposed to be bring these books by the office." And he's like, "Which office?" And I stumbled and I said, "I don't know." And he said, "Are you on the list?" And I said, "No, I'm not on the
Did the
list."
dude even laugh or crack a
No, no,
smile?
just straight, just solid.
What office?
Yeah, he was a great security guard. If I had a security guard, he would be it. He'd be amazing. Gatekeeper. He was literally the gatekeeper. So I said, "Can I leave you a book?" And he said, "No." And I said, "Well, how do I get out?" And he said, "Back out." So I did. I backed out and went and parked up the street a little bit and had to replan. So I grabbed some books and went and stood out on the street corner. I was running across the street into the buildings over there and handing out books. And then this lady was dropped off on the corner, and I shouted. I said, "Hey, can you do me a favor?" And I took her a book and I said, "Can you get this inside for me?" And she said, "Yeah, I'll take it. I'll take it into the media room." So I got a book in. Actually got through the gate with a book. And so she took it into the media room. I have no idea where it will go from there on that one. And so I kept thinking, how can I do this? And went around the other side, sharing the whole thing with everybody. And went around the other side of the building, and there was somebody working on the backside and an employee entrance on the backside. So I gave her a book, and same thing. She committed to take it in and get it in there.
I just saw, like, in my mind, like, like, frisbeeing
Yeah.
books up over the wall, like, running around the block.
I could have hired like an airplane to drop parachutes of books down onto the property. I mean, people were coming with all kinds of stuff, like streak through the gate. I don't wait. That was my idea.
I was like,
Well, yeah, that didn't have anything to do with it. That's just something I wanted to try. Scale the gate, like how to not ever get your book picked up by Pixar, right? Just force it on them. Just force it. They'll love it, right?
yeah,
So really, truthfully, Pixar is in a pretty rough area of town, and so I spun my heels and pivoted a little bit, and
be free,
there's a
Nick.
be free and naked, go Nick. I promise, Jen, you don't want to see that. You don't want to see that. It'll cause we'll have therapy for years after that. So I took some books over to a shelter right across the street, a homeless shelter. It wasn't even a shelter. They service families, homeless families, and so took some books over there and just kind of sat and just thought of different ways I could approach this. Because what happened in my mind, in my world, is I felt the shutdown a little bit. The way I had in mind didn't work, and so I had to pivot. And people were watching the journey, and it was beautiful because they started reaching out. Hey, why don't we try this? Why don't we try that? Um, People from around the world actually started contributing ideas. I had somebody from Israel that I had sent a book to. Steve, I sent him your book, The Ultimate Coach. And I had no idea he was even watching. He messages and says, "I want to be a part of this." And he reaches out to some friends in Spain who are in the movie industry. And we pursued that path for a minute and didn't pan out yet, but we had some options and possibilities there. I had a gentleman reach out from Lucasfilms. He worked as a technical director on the Star Wars series and shared some really powerful insights there. And then later on down the road, I had somebody reach out from Pixar that was a supervisor in the story department at Pixar, and similar things, said that we really can't take these in because of our legal department. They don't allow it. So we can't talk to people and we can't take books in. So again, another pivot. How do you do this? How do you create this? I got a phone number from Laban Ditchburn for the executive of the worldwide distribution of Pixar. So I get in and do the phone call and scared out of my freaking mind, and still make the call, leave the message. And what I've learned is that We can do hard things. We can just commit to it and do it, and to keep pushing on the path. We're not done. We're not done with this. The people are still calling, finding out what's going on with it. We had a conversation with Eric Lofholm. It was really awesome around talking to some other actors and other people that might be able to take it in. Um, it's fun to see the collaboration and the rally, right? It's no longer just us. Andrea Vossler shared 14 Peaks and how he was struggling to get into China, and the people that were watching his journey started rallying, and they got China to change the rules so that he could climb that mountain.
Hmm.
And it was a collaborative thing, and that's the beauty of all of this, is that this will come about as a collaboration, not anything I've done. I might have started the journey or planted some seeds out in California, but where the seeds really got planted was within the community, within the tribe. And so everybody that's been a part of just creating it has been incredible. We had somebody reach out. Do you want to kind of share that, Ryan? When I was leaving Salt Lake City?
Yeah, so Nick hadn't even left the valley yet, but because of his commitment, and I know this because we've done this over and over and over again, just getting committed to something and then start doing. And in the doing comes the miracles. Like you wouldn't even believe a lot of times they don't come in the way that you usually the way that you thought they would. Just like Nick going through the front doors at Pixar thinking he was just gonna like dee 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 and there'd be like a welcome committee. No, it's not like that.
We've been waiting for you.
So he was leaving the valley, hadn't even left the valley, the Salt Lake Valley. His phone rings, and or somebody had said that they knew one of the original founders of Pixar.
Edwin Catmull.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And that they were going to give his wife a book, which is always the best way to get
Yeah.
in, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Don't worry about building Trojan horses or any of that. Just
Yeah.
give the wife a book, right? Get the kids to read it.
Yeah, they'll be the ones that get passionate about it anyway. So,
Yeah.
but that's how most of the miracles that well, all of the ones that I can think of is through action. I just didn't wasn't just laying in bed hoping and praying that it would happen and then poof, it happened. Nope, you got to get up, you got to get out of bed, you got to get going, get moving. I posted TBOLIT NFL. If you haven't watched that on YouTube, go watch that. That's Steve Hardison talking about the Deuce Latouille story. He shakes the freaking crap out of Chris Doris, wakes him up to his
Yeah.
in representation of Deuce Latouille.
Yeah.
And sometimes you just need to wake up to your potential, to who you really are, and know that you are meant for great things, to really be you, as Jen Walter puts it, and go get into action and watch as the miracles just pour in and be open to receiving those and follow every intuition, every lead. Um, because stuff comes in. This right here is actually pretty interesting because of Kevin Sorbo.
Yeah.
We will be meeting and speaking alongside Kevin
Yeah.
Sorbo.
He's actually going to get two copies of the book. He wants one for him and one for his kids. And Tony Schmaltzy and Laven Ditchburn created that connection. Also Les Brown. They're going to create getting him a book. Um, the thing is, every path is a possibility. Everything's a possibility. When we let go of our pathway, it really opens up to everything. Everything is available to you. But we get so narrowed on our path, and when that doesn't pan out, sometimes we give up on our dream because our pathway didn't work. And if we can slow down and just look around, there's so many available pathways to get this done. This will happen. That the exact path I don't know yet, but it will happen. And it's a vision within a vision. So it's one of many visions that we have. So I have a book called 5,000 Visions, or 5,000 Things, that are just simple visions. Some are big, some are small, but they're fulfilling already. This is one of those. So if we look at the impact, the vision of all of this, the movie, the vision is seeing families sitting in the theater, the screen glowing on their faces, the smell of popcorn in the theater, just to give you a sense of this. the kids enthralled with a message that they come out of the movie theater and they say to mom and dad, I'm a giant. That's the impact. So I can connect already to the emotion of that. The emotion is what we're after, and the impact is that we have giants all over the world that are waking up to their potential and stepping into it fully and realizing it, and this world changes because of that. That's the impact we're making. We got to experience that in a small scale last night with 10 powerful people already creating miracles. And so you're a part of this, Jen. Everybody that's watching this is a part of this creation. This isn't this won't be a single thing. Ryan said, "Why don't we do a premiere at a stadium in LA? Nobody's done that. Let's have it at a stadium. Let's create that into the contract." I think that's phenomenal because we can have more people there.
Yeah, because we want to bring all our giants.
We want you there. So, yeah, can you imagine that? The red carpet premiere at the stadium? I don't know the name of that stadium. I got to grab that.
That'll be where the Rams play. Was that
Yeah.
that's a crypto.com stadium, is that right?
I don't know. Holy Dollar, Holy Buckets Batman Stadium, something along those lines.
They just changed it a little bit ago.
The purpose of this video is simply to let you know we're not done. We're not done. We're just getting started. We're just having fun with it. That's the beauty of opening up the possibilities is you just have fun and just go, and everything's a possibility. You kind of let go of the path a little more. Just know that you got the vision and you're acting on the plan, and the proper plan will show up as you step, and the way it'll need to come about will come as you step. So you got to step, though. You can't just sit around. Any other thoughts, Ryan?
I think you need to have a slip and slides.
And 6 garden hoses. I like the detail. I like
Yeah,
the
thanks
detail on
you.
that. And some Dawn soap to make the slip and slide slippery slope.
Oh, thank you, Hugh, for clarifying. We need to be in San
The
Francisco
Dodgers.
for the
Yeah.
real Giants.
Hey man, why not at Giants
That's
Stadium?
that's actually pretty awesome too.
Yeah, that could work too.
Mm.
Actually, that's a great idea, Hugh. But or LA.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just
Still open.
or a massive stadium
Or a
anywhere. I don't.
massive stadium. Yeah.
Yeah, just as long as all of you are there.
Yeah.
That's
We
it.
appreciate it. Yeah. Thank you for helping us. Thank you for serving. Thank you for your connections. Those matter. We do follow up on them. Every one of them. We pursue every path as a possibility.
What's
Yeah.
up?
What's up, Dorothy Inez?
Just talking
Preach,
miracles and
preach, sister. I love her. Yeah, she's powerful. She's creating her own miracles too, and so
If you don't
already
follow
creating.
Dorothy Inez, you need to.
Yeah, and if you get a chance to get into coaching conversation with her, do it. Especially right now, she's got a program that she's running that she'll let you experience it. She'll waive the fee, so do that. It'd be worth your time.
We will. We'll get there.
Yeah,
We'll come see the cold
Minneapolis.
after it's not cold.
Right, the midpoint of summer. So yeah, we're in. Well, cool. Anything else you want to share?
Yes.
Ooh, there you go.
Thousands of
Sharing.
letters. Oh, hey,
See,
there you go.
so the experience is the
Blow them
key.
away. Yeah, that's a
Steve, that
great
is the
idea,
key.
Steve.
There's a book called The Third Door that I listened to, and he starts out in his book with how he hacked The Price is Right so that he could raise the funds to write his book and do what he did. And it's amazing. And everywhere he went, everybody wanted him to open with the story of how he hacked The Price is Right. And in a way, the story, the journey of the giants and the small and the experience is the secret. Like, how did this come about? How is it impacting? It's not about some other movie or some great story that was written. It's about the impact and the experience. Steve, that's a way that we could do this is send a book, send a story, a letter to Pixar, thousands of them. That'd be a way to do it. And about the experience. The movie is secondary to the experience. The impact is what we're after. That's what we're after. So lead with that.
There
Yeah.
you go.
There
And
you go.
I concur.
I I conquer. I concur
That,
and conquer.
that too.
Awesome. Okay, guys, we love you. Thanks for being a part of this. we will see you on the next video as soon as I can find
Love
this
you
video.
too.